In today's video, I'm going to be breaking down one of the best action cameras of 2020 that you can get while on a budget under $100. We're talking about the AC700 by Victure. We're going to break down the features, some pros, cons. I'm going to show you footage while using this camera and a lot more. Let's get into the video. How's it going, guys? If this is your first time to the channel, my name is Chris, and if you find value from today's video, then definitely please consider subscribing. In today's video, we are talking about the Victure AC700 Ultra HD 4K action camera. This also can be used as a web camera and many other features. You can use it underwater, up to 40 millimeters actually. It has an onboard microphone, plus the package that it comes with has over 20 different accessories. Now, the box that you will get it in is this one right here. This is the entire box. Now, when I first got this box, okay, I thought there's no way that there's 20 different accessories in there. There's no way there's all this stuff really packed in, and believe me, it was. All right, so we're gonna get right into the features of this quick, and then I'm gonna talk to you about the price and then go into the pros and cons so you know what to expect. You can check the time codes in the description below, as well as any links to anything I'm talking about in this video today. All right, so let's talk about the features. Now, it does record at the highest as 4K, and you can record in 30 frames per second or 60 frames per second. Now, it does have an image stabilizer. It's an electronic, the EIS, electronic image stabilizer, but you are not able to use that while recording in 4K. I found that to be perfect. I will show you footage here in a few of exactly what it looks like with the EIS on in 1080p, but believe me, it does not hinder any of these features because of not being able to use that in 4K. Now, the different resolutions in this pack, it goes 4K at 30 and 60 FPS. It goes at 1080p at 30 and 40 FPS. It can go at 2.7K, and also for slow motion, you can go up to 120 and 240 frames per second for slow motion, time-lapse, looping video. Now, another key feature of this, it also takes photos. The photos you're able to take at 20 megapixels, so it comes out fantastic. Actually, here, look at what the photos look like. These are what I took right in my front yard just before making this video. Now, let's look at this camera up close, okay? Now, this does have a 2-inch display. It is not LED or really high def on the screen, so when you go and preview your videos or pictures, it doesn't look 100% of what it will actually look like in the quality once you put it onto your computer, or it has built-in Wi-Fi that connects to the Live DV app, which is available for both iPhone and Android. I'll be showing you that feature in just a few. Now, aside from that, it has up and down buttons, so you can scroll through your photos. It has a mode and power button, as well as a shutter button for pressing for photos and also for when you start and stop your videos. Now, the other feature that it does come with, it all comes with this, is a Bluetooth remote. Now, this remote, you're able to start your videos, stop your videos. You're able to take your pictures with it as well. You're able to take it from 10 meters away, roughly around 10 to 15 feet. Now, that is somewhat accurate. Now, I'm not an expert in meters and feet. I just found that at 10 to 15 feet, that's where it is viable using it for. Now, a little bit after that, you really have to be within line of sight of it. But after that, it does kind of, it's hit or miss on whether it does actually work. Now, as far as the buttons go on this, you have to be very careful with the power button and the mode button. The reason I say this is because just a quick little tap like that, just one tap, don't have to press or hold, turns it on. And if you're putting it away in storage and you just accidentally click that power mode, it might turn on, so please make sure to watch for that. Okay, so now before we dive too far into more of the features and I show you actual footage, now let's talk about price point and what comes with this. Now, for the action camera, the package that you'll see in the description below, it is $49.99. Now, that comes with the action camera, 20 different accessories, which include the waterproof housing unit, which this is good up to 40 meters underwater, which actually, check out the underwater footage here. This is what it looks like. Aside from the underwater footage and the underwater housing, it also comes with a bicycle mount. It comes with another battery. It comes with a external microphone, which, really quick, here's what the external microphone sounds like. This here is with the microphone attached to me. This is in the 4K resolution. I have it on my selfie stick about foot and a half, 2 foot away from me. This is what it sounds like and looks like. Now let's hear what it sounds like without the microphone attached. Now this is the sound without the microphone. There's still a microphone that is on the camera itself, so you don't always need the microphone attached, which is always a good thing, because on a chest cam, whatever, you don't want all these extra wires. So this is what it sounds like. You could see that, you know, there is a difference, but still the sound is pretty good. Now, along with the external microphone stuff, you'll get a very in-depth, thick instruction manual. Now this tells you everything. It shows you all the features from the time lapse, the looping video. It tells you exactly where and how to dial those in on this camera. Aside from that, you'll also get your safety cables. You get extra zip ties. You get an extra back plate for your waterproof housing. You get a bunch of different thumb screws, such as these here, the extra different swiveling loops. Now, if anybody's actually ever seen a chesty cam before, you see this here, you're actually able to put it right on, mount it. You also get this housing right here. And as you see on this housing, this is pretty much exactly where you're going to put your action cam in. And then this right here is for everything that's above water or anything you don't need waterproof for. You're going to be using this mount specifically. Now, when you use this mount, you're able to put it on your bicycle mount. Now this, I've actually put it on a boat that you'll see right here. I put it on the side mount for my boat. I've also had it on my fishing pole. It actually fits down to a fishing pole. It also sits on your handlebars, anything else. You also get this right here. This housing part is what you use to go ahead and put on your selfie sticks. And also, if you get a chesty cam, or actually in the description link below, I'll show you the chest harness that I suggest that you should get. It's on Amazon. It's only $18.99. It's perfect. It does fit this housing. Now, say you're out and you're going on, like, out on the sea, or even going in water, and you have that chest mount on, it does fit the underwater housing unit. Now, the only bad part about this underwater housing, okay, now obviously you cannot click anything in like external power, you cannot put on the external microphone, and the sound is very, very limited. So when you put on, you'll hear that gurgling sound as you heard in the video before, but other than that, you're not going to be really able to record if you have this on your chest or in your head, anything like that. You're not going to be able to have that microphone plugged in or really be able to talk to the camera. So you'll have to add that in later. But believe me, this I have been using this. I put it underwater for fishing. I put it in the pool with the kids, and believe me, I even let my daughter go and use this, and it has not gotten a drop of water in here and has not touched the actual camera. So this is very good. It's sealed really tight, which is definitely a pro for me. Now, last couple things real quick that you'll also get as far as the extra accessories. You'll get straps that you can put on your hat, anywhere else on your wrist, anything like that, straps, and also sticky pads that you can stick quite literally everywhere. As you see, I've used this quite a bit. Now, before I dive any more into the pros cons, I just want to let you know a couple things that I found. Now, the remote control is not waterproof, so if you do take that and you try to do underwater footage, you cannot put the remote underwater or get it wet. If you do, it will ruin it completely and you'll have to throw it in rice, etc. Now, it does have a 180-degree wide-angle lens, and then it also has the option to be able to hook it to a computer, and it's compatible with both Mac and PC, so you can use this as a webcam. And the webcam footage, putting it on 4K, 1080, it really does work perfectly as that extra oomph you need. That's better than the onboard camera you might get with a Mac or a laptop or a PC. So it does work very well with that, and especially if you have that external microphone, it works crystal clear, perfect for you. All right, so question of the day, guys. When you're shopping for a action camera, a webcam, or anything like that, what are the key features that you're looking for when you're shopping for an action cam? Please let me know in the comments below. Let's talk about the battery life and the batteries. Now, it does come with 2 batteries. Now, unfortunately, there is not an external battery charger, so the only way that you can charge these batteries right out the box is by putting them inside the camera, and you have the jacks right here to be able to connect it to a USB cord, which you do get the USB cord to plug in, or from actually charging it through the camera, which charging it via the camera, I personally did not like, because it seems like it kind of doesn't give it the full charge that it should get. Now, I say it would probably take about an hour to take a battery from completely dead to fully charged on the camera itself by using the camera to charge it. Now, the one con that I definitely found, it does not come with the external charger, but you can get one pretty cheap from Amazon in the link below, and that actually is right from the Victure company, and that's theirs. That comes with 2 more batteries. Now, the battery life I found, if you're shooting in 4K with the 30 to 60 FPS, you're looking at anywhere between 40 to 60 minutes of battery life straight through. Now, I've shut it off and turned it back on, and you can get around 2.5 hours out of it if you do it that way, if you don't run it straight. But you are able to connect your portable power supply to it and keep it running non-stop if you'd like. Connect it to a car charger. It does also have car mode. Now, come to think about it, car mode, you're able to put it on your dash with the sticky pad, with the accessories it gives you, hook it right up into your cigarette lighter, and you'll never have to worry about a battery, and it'll run as long as you're in the vehicle. Now, the battery life, if you dropped it down, now I run it at 1080p. Now, that's what this clip is here. Check this clip. This is at 1080p with the EIS, the electronic image stabilization on it at night. Check this out.
There we go. Oh, yeah. That one smacked it. Ooh. There we go. Come on, come on, come on, come on. This looks like a nice, ooh. There we go. Now look at that.
Now, as you saw on that, you could hear me very well. Now, that is with using, I have the GoPro version of the chesty mount that I got just from my local Walmart. I was just in a hurry, really wanted to get out there, and I thought I needed it, when actually I waited, ordered the next one, which is in the link below, and it works just as well. Now, like I said, it is compatible with the chesty one, and that's how you heard it. I did not use the external microphone. That's the onboard microphone you're hearing, and I didn't use anything else except the little adapter you put on. Was not in the waterproof casing, just right out in the regular adapter, and that sounded and looked really, really well. And that was right about sunset. Now, you are able to adjust the exposure all the way up to plus 2.0, and you're also able to bring it down a lot. So at night, I did not mess. I actually had that at 1.5 to get it at what you saw, and then I tweaked it just a little bit in the editing from transferring it from my action cam to my phone. Now, running at that clip that you just saw, I was able to get about an hour and a half of battery life straight through on one battery. Now, that is really well, considering I had the EIS on and it was running at 1080p at 60 frames per second. It looked very good. It was pretty smooth, wasn't too choppy. Now, if you try to preview that on the action camera itself, it's going to come up really choppy. Now, do not stress about this. When you go ahead and upload your photos or your pictures from the action cam to your phone or to your computer, it'll be the quality that you're putting it at. Whether it's 4K, 1080p, does not matter. Whatever you have it set at, when you upload it to your device of choice, it will look exactly how you're expecting it to. Now, before we go into some more pros and cons of the features that I found that I just like and dislike about this camera, I want you to be aware of. If you're liking this video, please hit that like button below. And if you're finding value from this comment, please hit the subscribe button below with the little bell next to it, so that way you're notified of all my new videos when it comes out, as well as check out my website at lifeaholics.com, where you'll be able to see this article a little bit more in depth, all laid out, as well as some other articles about fishing and what else I do. It's about the latest and greatest that the Northeast has to offer as far as fishing goes. And that's what I use this action cam for, as well as using it for my kids, having fun outside, and much more. So let's get to the pros and cons of this video. So now let's dive deep into the pros and cons and the things that I found that I like, dislike, and I definitely want you to know. First thing being, now when you connect this to your iPhone or your Android phone via the Live DV app, you're going to notice that the higher the storage size is, which if you're going in 1080p or 4K, it's going to take a while to transfer that. So if you are out on the water, if you're out somewhere and you're just trying to get a live video uploaded quick, I suggest making sure to pair the phone and your action cam together and then record from your phone, or just keep the file sizes small by doing shorter video clips or shorter pictures, smaller sizes, maybe drop down on your resolution a little bit. That will also lower the file size. And also, don't be afraid to use the looping video, which I use quite a bit. It'll actually extend out and make your file size a little bit smaller, especially with time lapse too. Now your time lapse, it only has 30 to 60 seconds worth of time lapse. So if you get an 8-hour stretch, it's going to show it to you in that 30-second or 60-second clip. I found that if you're not doing an hour, 2, 3 hours worth of time lapse, it's pretty much not worth it for that aspect, because it literally just zooms really quick. Now, aside from that, if you're just connecting the action camera right to your computer, your laptop, your Mac, it does not take long to actually transfer the files. It doesn't matter the size. Obviously, compressing it down to a zip file, that's what I personally would do just to get it go a little bit quicker. But when it's connected and it has that power supply, going back and forth is pretty easily. Now, from the app, you're able to adjust the settings as well for your camera, for your resolution, your pictures. You're also able to take pictures while looking at your phone and then having the action camera set out. Now, to see what I mean, check this out.
Now this here, I have right now the Wi-Fi linked to my phone, and I am recording through the camera, and it's coming right on my phone. You can see this. There's a little bit of a lag, obviously, because it is a connection, but as you see, I am completely recording on the app, and it looks good. I can see it, control it, I can check the settings, change them, take photos as well, and it still works really well.
Now, as you see, when you're looking at my phone, it is a little choppy because the fact that it is on a network. Now, that does not mean that the picture or the video comes out like that, not at all. It's just the display as you're looking at it, that's it. But when you actually go and look at the file or view your video, no chop, it looks perfect quality, you'll have no issues with it. Their main feature, the one thing that it does not include with this package is an SD card. And what you will need is a class 10 SD card, micro SD card, to use this, or a TF card. Make sure to remember this. This is a very, very important fact. When you get your SD card, TF card does not matter, and you insert it into the action camera for the first time, make sure that you format it. If you do not format it, anything you record will not be saved to the SD card. It will not register that there's one even available. So make sure that you hit format in the settings department, and you'll be fine, and it'll all record. Now, apart from that, the only other thing that I did not really like about it is that it only supports up to a 64 gigabyte class 10 SD or TF card. Now, 64 gigabytes is quite a bit of space, don't get me wrong. I'm able to get anywhere between 2.5 to 3 hours of 1080p and some 4K video with a 64 gigabyte, even more if you're messing with the quality a little bit. But other than that, make sure you have an extra SD card. Having multiple, if you're going to be out for a 10-hour, 12-hour day, make sure that you have one available. Or the other way to get around that is by using the looping video option that is available for the 4K and 1080p. When you're using looping video, it'll make the file size smaller, making it so that way you can record a lot longer. Now, other than the SD card, which I will have linked below in the description, so that way you know exactly which one you're able to get. The one in the description, when I use the ScanDisk 64 gigabyte class 10, the link right below in the description. They are not that expensive. Now, aside from that, some other features just to point on quick. For the photos, you're able to do burst shot, which get 5 to 10 different clips at once. Along with your car mode, driver mode, you're able to all see that from your phone. Now, let's talk about some things that do not come with this that you may want for when you're out and recording videos. Now, the main thing being that I found, aside from a chest mount that does not come with this accessories kit, is also a selfie stick. Now, any selfie stick with this type of top, you can get any of the DSLR ones or the action camera selfie sticks, and they will all be compatible with this action camera. Aside from the selfie stick, remember, it also does not come with a chest mount. Now, this one, like I said, I'm actually correcting myself from before. I got this at my local Best Buy. As you see, this is what the chesty mount comes with from GoPro. Comes with this thumb screw lock, and that's what these thumb screws are. When you see in the accessories section, it'll say thumb screws. That's what these are. Anything like this. There's a whole bunch of different ones, but this one is what comes with the chest cam mount, and it's very much compatible with this action camera with all the different accessories it has. You're able to go buy one or get the one that's in the link below, which is half the price of what the GoPro one is, and you're able to use that and actually adjust it for really bigger guys or skinnier guys, and that's the one that I found I like the most. Aside from the selfie stick, the chest mount, I definitely suggest getting a bag. Now this is my bag. You're able to put it on your belt if you'd like. It has the main key compartment with two sides, so that way you're able to put anything you need for it. Has a mesh part in here. This is where, as you see, I keep my SD cards and my adapters. It also has one compartment on the outside, which is where I also keep my batteries. Having something like this with the cushion to protect your action camera while out is critical. You'll definitely want one of those, which is linked below. So to wrap this up, again, the price point, $49.99, which is available right now on Amazon. You can get the link in the description below. It comes with 20 accessories, 2 batteries, pretty much everything to go right out and start recording. Now, the reason I put in the description and the title under $100 is because I was actually figuring in those extra key accessories and items that you'll want that do not come with the $50 package, being the external battery charger, which the one in the link below in the description comes with 2 extra batteries. It's from Victure, and it's an external battery charger that charges 2 batteries at a time. Apart from that, I also added in what the selfie stick would be and also the chest mount. For all that, getting the chest mount, the bag, getting the external battery charger, and the selfie stick that also has a tripod on the bottom of it, it all is less than $100. And you don't need all of that. That is only if you're looking for all of the accessories you would possibly need, especially if you're doing fishing videos, if you're looking for extra B-roll, if you're going out in the water. Those are the accessories that I suggest you having for fishing videos, outside water, anything like that. If you're just looking to put something on your motorcycle, if you're looking for something for the kids, you only need the base package. Now, you will also need that SD card. Like I said, that's not included, but that's also under $10. So all in all, $60, you get yourself an action camera, 20 accessories, a whole bunch of different ways to mount it, and an external microphone. If you're thinking of using that external microphone with your camera or your phone, you are going to need that adapter that goes from the DSLR small jack to the 3.8-inch adapter. That is what you're usually used to on an auxiliary port, which you need with an iPhone, that lightning cable. You aren't able to just plug right into that lightning cable. You'll need that extra adapter in there first. Aside from that SD card, which is, like I said, a 64 gigabyte scan disk, is under $10. You're looking at $60 right out the door, getting everything you need. Now, in the description below, if you're not already an Amazon Prime member, I'm giving you a free 30-day trial on me in the description below. That way you make sure to take advantage of the free 2-day shipping, which is available on this item and the other accessories that I put on in the description. So make sure that if you're not a Prime member, definitely check that out and go ahead and sign up. There's no risk to you at all. 30-day free trial. You're able to get access to the Prime Video and also borrow Kindle books as well. Now, like I said, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, if you found value from this content, please hit the like button below. Definitely hit the subscribe button with the little bell next to it so that way you're notified of all new videos as they're uploaded. And please, in the comments below, let me know what you thought about the video. And also let me know if you're already using an action camera, which one you prefer. And also, if you bought this, let me know what you thought about it yourself by putting in the comments below. All right, guys, so that's the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Like I said, this camera is amazing. Me, personally, I've been using it since April, and I absolutely love it. I didn't need to go out and invest in a GoPro right off the bat, and I'm still able to get these awesome quality videos that I'm looking for when I go fishing, when I'm hanging out with my kids, anything like that, and also when I'm using it for my webcam. $49.99, you cannot beat that. Now, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Again, everything will be linked in the description below. My name's Chris, Lifeaholics of Fishing. Please have a great day.